Dude. What's
Uh-oh.
up? Oh,
Burp, burp,
we're here.
Turn
Man,
down for what?
it's your
Mitch
boys.
Fletcher in the chat. The Bounty Boys are back.
Woo.
John Clemens always represents.
Yeah.
How is
Man.
it going, everybody?
Hello. It's going.
Little change of plans. No Prime this week.
Yeah, that's on me.
No, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
It's on the world, man.
It's on the
Our-
world.
our
It's on the
judicial system.
world. It is. Yeah. It is. Yeah. We were in court pretty late yesterday, so I didn't get to do the normal fare of preparations, and so yeah. But we'll be sure to get you up and running hopefully next week. And
Yeah, we're back on that next mutation plan.
Yeah.
So I got to brag on my baseball team a little bit.
Oh, okay. The one you own?
Yeah. I mean, I own plenty of things of theirs.
That's what I meant.
I probably should have a stake at some point. No, but I got to represent my Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
We are 13-0 to start the season.
Ooh.
We've not lost a game yet. That is tied for the best start to a season since 1901. Two teams opened 13-0, both in the 80s.
Yeah.
The Ray Fillets.
The Ray Fillets.
Yeah. That's who I'm talking about. And it's in baseball, it is pretty wild to go like that. To open like that. It is there he is.
There you go. Got a baseball bat.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because the thing is that we've done it against teams that aren't great, and a lot of the haters are saying that. But to go 13-0 against any Major League Baseball team, like a combination of teams, is like impossible.
Yeah,
we swept the Detroit Tigers at home to open the season. Then we went to Washington. We swept the Nationals. We came back here for 3 more games against the Oakland A's, swept them, and then had Boston come to town for 4 games and just swept them.
So, you know me, I'm stupid. What if like the Rays got so cocky, like, or maybe if it's not the Rays, maybe it's just baseball, they have to keep you in check. But it's also kind of like a joke, obviously. So you kept saying sweeping. What if like the team that's been sweeping everybody, like at a certain level where they've like achieved, like once they reach a like maybe like one more than like a world record or whatever, they have to they can't play with bats, they got to play with brooms. And then they gotta see if they can still sweep them, because it changes it up. And if you still win with a broom, like double sweep.
I think the Rays could win with brooms. They are wild. It's just everything's clicking. Like our pitching is amazing. Like we're just giving up like no runs. Our team has woken up offensively. Like you have dudes hitting home runs that like don't normally hit home runs, and they're like, and we're outscoring our opponents. I think 83 to like 19 or something like that over this stretch, which is just ridiculous. Like we have a plus 60 something run differential. And it's awesome. And so we we play a day game today. We're going to Toronto and playing tomorrow in Toronto. And that if we win that would be the best start of all time.
Yeah. Dang.
In the modern era. Because teams back in the 1880s and stuff, like the rules were all different. Like, we fell short. There was a team called, the St. Louis Maroons or something like that, like in the 1884, that like, they went, I can't remember how many games they won straight. It was a lot more than us, and they beat each of them by 4+ runs. And we were on that plan until we won a 1-0 game the other day against Boston. And but back then the pitcher's mound was 50 feet from home plate instead of 60 feet. And 1884 is the first year that they let you pitch overhand. That's how old baseball is.
Yeah, so you can still pitch underhand
in the Victorian era. No, you can't now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You used to have to pitch underhand 1883 and prior.
I was thinking only in Florida maybe they didn't allow that because Florida hates everything. So
that's true. They probably outlaw it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's wild.
Yeah. It's exciting. It's really exciting. It's kind of crazy. No one saw it coming really. I mean, I know the team's good, but they've been as Alicia says, my wife, it's never been a better time to tie your mental health to baseball. You know what I'm saying? Because we make that joke every year because we do wind up tying our mental health to this team eventually, and you feel the losses like you lost something. That's crazy.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, that's me. I'm so happy baseball's back, and it's been such an awesome start to the season. And
that's awesome.
Baseball's everything, and it's so fun, and I missed it so much. And got your boy. I even got your boy Father Preston to a game, and then he took me to a game.
Oh, look at that! Did you get some Cracker Jacks or whatever they? What's the song?
He gets Cracker Jacks like every time, dude. And then or peanuts, and then when we were at the game, I got him some peanuts.
And I guarantee you, your boy has said, "I don't care if we ever come back or if we ever go back, like home."
Oh,
like he's good to just sleep under the bleachers or wherever y'all sleep.
Oh yeah, so. No, Preston gets into it.
That's awesome.
I mean, that was actually your boy Nick. Your boy Nick took us to that game, bro.
Oh really? Good old Nick.
Yeah, it was
nice guy Nick
and his girlfriend. Nice guy Nick, his girlfriend, and the two of us went out there and we got to see the 11th win. 10? No, 10. We got to see the 10th win.
That's awesome.
And that was pretty sweet. So yeah, it's been great. But man, Nick was a gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
Nick is always a gentleman, but he's one of your boys that's like, hey everybody, hey, like that's as loud as he gets. Like he doesn't talk any louder.
Oh yeah, no, there was some wild ass plays in that game. That was that game that we won like 1-0. It was scoreless.
Yeah,
I think into the 7th, and Brandon Lau took like a 9 pitch at bat. He kept fouling the ball off, and like it was like 3-2 for like ever.
Yeah.
And he hits this homer, and Nick's like, "Man, that was awesome."
yeah.
And meanwhile, Preston and I are like screaming and like jumping around, and we look like we're insane. And he's like, "That was awesome, man. Hell yeah, we're winning." I'm like, "Hell yeah, dude."
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome.
Well, that's cool.
Oh man, we got Mitch Fletcher in the chat saying he's gonna write in. That's legit. It's been a minute. Hoping he gets ready tonight. John Clemens, nobody likes Toronto. Give him hell. Yeah, agreed. I'm just picturing Ryan driving to Toronto and attacking the city, and I'm for it. Yeah. No, that might be the hardest one. Alicia and I are talking about a plan to try to eventually see a game in every ballpark. It's how baseball fans like kind of like dream is to say you've been to every ballpark. And Alicia's got me beat because she saw the Rays in Oakland. I want to say she went to another stadium too. I can't remember. And I've only been to the Trop. So
I was outside the Green Giant. Is that what it's called? The Green Monster? The Green...
Oh, yeah.
Boston?
Fenway.
Yeah.
Boston, yeah.
And I put a Turtle Soup sticker out there.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's
like,
sick.
Vandalism.
We're talking about trying to take a trip to Chicago this year because the Rays play up there. We're talking about trying to see them play the Cubs.
Oh, okay.
You get to go to Wrigley, which is one of the,
oh, yeah. They make great gum.
Famous ballparks. Oh, yeah. You get to see
double your pleasure.
All that
right?
stuff. Yeah. What's funny is, I think I was telling you that, like, that, the thing about Wrigley is it has, like, the whole outfield is all, like, ivy. Like, the wall. Yeah. It's, like, covered in this ivy. It's very famous. And in the beginning of the season, it's still cold, and it's, like, brown. Like, so it looks almost like somebody's weird Victorian garden. Like from, like a Nine Nails video or something. It's just like it's just like limbs and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there watching the game with Brad last year when we were playing up there, and I was like, man, I really hope that ivy grows in. There's nothing like seeing that ivy.
Mm-hmm.
And Brad's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, that's right.
And he's red-green colorblind.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm like, I started showing him pictures of Wrigley with the ivy, and he's like, those look basically the same to me. And I was like, bro, wild. I weep for you. Yeah. That's like the worst thing ever.
Maybe not the worst thing ever, but it is pretty bad.
No,
like it could be like just like not seeing any color.
In that moment, it was the worst thing ever. In that moment, I was like, I can't imagine something worse than going to Wrigley and it just looking gray, like
Right.
like everything else. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
like terrible.
Oh man.
John Clemens
Yeah.
says Toronto is a corporate hellscape now. There's no character left in that city. Anything interesting has been bulldozed for high-rise condos nobody can afford.
Dang.
Damn.
That sucks.
I mean, the Blue Jays Stadium has a hotel in it.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It like rises up and like you get a hotel room and you can watch games. Like, the rooms that face the stadium cost a little more, but that literally includes like a game.
Right. So yeah. So
I mean, that's awesome.
That's kind of like the Janus Landing, one of our venues here in Florida, where it's basically a courtyard and they've got a couple of apartments around it, and some of them face the stage, and it's like, oh yeah,
you're talking about Janus? Oh
yeah. It's like, oh yeah, you just get free shows all the time, but it's got to be annoying if you don't want to hear the bands. That's gonna be really bad. So no,
it's all good when Iggy Pop comes to town, and then it super sucks when it's like, I don't know,
just whoever they get,
Maroon 5, and you're like, cool, damn it. So how you been, man? I feel like I've been talking a lot, but I had to get the raise off my chest. It's been
it's still there.
It's been a lot.
Yeah. No, I'm good. There's some stuff I'm gonna save for the podcast when we record next week. That's pretty funny, but I gotta keep that in the old pocket. But yeah, just I don't know, just getting ready. Last week, and we'll probably talk about this on the show too. But one of our patrons and a longtime listener and a good friend of ours, Evan, Evan Roberts, he was down last week, and that was part of the reason why we didn't record. But the main reason was because my band, the Paperback Whale, were supposed to play a show, but then our bass player's grandmother died. So and then so we had to cancel the show, and then so Evan was going to come to that. So then him and I and my wife Shannon, we ended up going to Extreme Tacos in Tampa and getting the stoner burrito that's about like 14 inches long, and it is amazing. And it was a good time. We hung out and talked for a bit, and I I'll probably need to share this on the show too when we do it. But so our the Patreon shirts got messed up. The one of them came out great. The other two and the other ones or whatever, they were kind of messed up. The beautiful thing about Redbubble is they have excellent customer service. So they're just oh yeah, just hey, here's your money back and just get you some more. And I was like, all right. So yeah, I gave him one of the ones. It wasn't horribly messed up. It's just that it wasn't like, it didn't look like for the $20 tier, patron. It didn't look like
you gotta be up there.
Like, but I was like, you know what? I mean, Evan looked like he could use a shirt, and he looked good in shirts. I've seen Evan in shirts, How about one with my face on and your face on it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you wear that shirt. You wear that shirt well, Evan.
So but yeah, that's just been what's going on, and I've been trying to get these reviews done for Easy Opens. I'm working on the Mutanimals reviews, and I'm having to contain my love for the Mutanimals, like my expression, of it, because I constantly just gush about the Mutanimals because they're fantastic. I mean, I kind of almost feel all the same things about this Slash figure that I do about my cats. Like, I love this Slash figure so much. And I just adore it, and so it's hard for me to rein that in, but that's what I'm working on now, trying to get that going, and then just been working way too much, and all that fun stuff. We got a show this weekend, and then we've got TWRP is playing Friday. That we're going to that amidst all the and that's out in Tampa, which somebody else is out in Tampa, a little-known artist named Taylor Swift.
Somebody.
Yeah. And so not for one night, 3 nights. And so apparently
3 nights at Taylor's.
Oh shit. Apparently the city of Tampa has put like the rerouted traffic and like all this stuff to just get prepared for it. And so that's going to be fun. And
Alicia, my wife, is going to the Saturday show. I'm like,
good luck. Yeah, hope to see you again. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah,
They got it kind of worked out though, because one of her friends, they're having her fiance drop her off with Alicia, so they're getting dropped off near the stadium, and
yeah,
then you know what I mean. So they're not
yeah,
playing the
yeah.
parking game,
Right, right. That's what I'm kind of
which
worried
is
about because thankfully ours is out in Ybor, but that's not too far from
that's
that.
not too
So
far from Raymond James. No.
it's not, and so yeah. But I think we should still be able to park a little bit, and yeah. But I'm excited about seeing TWRP. They were the
Yeah.
last. They were the last band we saw before, like like the lockdown started like the week after they were here.
Oh yeah.
And it was amazing, and they're a lot of fun. But yeah, we got Loco Lou in the chat. What's poppin', people? Hit the like button just because it's Turtle Love, baby. Yeah. They continue to say, just finished watching Mario with the family, and they just got Rex 1. Yeah, that Rex run.
Oh, I got Rex 1. He's still in that box, son.
Yeah.
I need to get him out of that bad boy.
He looks good in that too. But
yeah, I know he does.
I love a man in uniform. I love a man in uniform in a box even. But whoa, that sounds really dark. That sounds like I'm talking about like killing them all. But no, that's not what I meant.
That sounds terrible.
Sorry, that sounds real bad. That's not what I meant. But Mario, I haven't seen it yet. Have you, Ryan?
I've not seen it yet. No, I've had a lot of stuff going on. I would like to see it. It seems like a lot of fun.
Seems like people are enjoying it, and so I'm all about that. Yeah, and I've been wanting to go back and watch the original movie because like I saw someone explain it like in one of those ways where they explain it as like something that it's not. Like they're like it's a dystopian movie, and like basically like when you read the description, but then they show you the picture, you're like, oh, that's weird. This sounded like a Philip K. Dick movie that was made in the 80s, but it was actually, Little Mermaid or something that they're describing.
Yeah.
But with this, it was the original Mario movie. And that was like, oh, I want to watch it with that like kind of context, like with it to see if that colors it for me.
I've never seen it, and I've never had a desire to see it.
Interesting.
I've never wanted to see it. I somehow got around seeing it somehow, and I just don't want to see it. I just have like no desire to watch the original.
I watched it in the theaters, so I remember having that fondness for it. But I loved anything video games and Japanese and Mario and all that stuff like that, like Nintendo, all that stuff. Like I ate all that up. Yeah. So yeah, I was definitely there in the theaters to see that. And then I remember having I got the DVD. That was one of the DVDs I definitely bought back when that was a thing. And yeah, I remember it just being very weird and kind of seedy and just strange.
It does. It looks very seedy.
But there's a part of it that I love because it's kind of almost like retroactively putting something that's new on something old. Like so it's as if you asked an AI to create a dystopian a live action Mario movie. Like that's kind of what they would have made. And so that's kind of neat to think of it in that context. But yeah, I've seen a lot of good stuff about the movie, the new one, and I think we're gonna try to go see it, but who knows when that's gonna ever happen because life. But yeah, man, just reading the chat.
Oh man, John Clemens says, "Don't put Ticketmaster in charge of Sandwich Con." I will not be doing that.
No.
Mitch Fletcher, heard whispers about Domestic Danny. Haven't seen him, but rumors have been popping up. There were rumors.
Uh-oh.
There were rumors. He was in the Field Hockey Players. There were rumors. Yeah. Yeah. No, Danny's hanging around. Danny's been making a little bit of contact. We've been keeping the lid on it a little bit because you just don't know if he's going to stick around.
Yeah.
But there's stuff in, you got to make sure he's stable. Whenever you run back into Danny again, you don't know, like, usually to me, it's almost like there's like a Brady bill, but it's like at what point I'll actually interact with Danny more than him talking to me. Because when he first comes in the picture, you just don't know if it's part of some scheme or, something's going on.
Yeah.
But
it's
we're doing that Brady bill wait. You know what I'm saying? Before we purchase that handgun.
Jeez.
John Clemens is just filling us in on the original Mario movie. Yeah, so I remember hearing that. Yeah, it was like these two directors who wanted to make like a dystopian movie, and then they got turned down. But then they made the Mario movie, like that movie they wanted to make.
Oh,
like I remember hearing that.
I don't remember hearing that, but that does make sense. Yeah, that's wild. And that, yeah, when I think about it now, like, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. But it's very, very weird. It's a very weird movie. But John
Yeah,
Leguizamo's
yeah.
in it,
I'd
and
like to go see I would like to go see the new one. I think. I mean, I've heard it's great. Like
yeah,
everyone. I've heard one person say they didn't like it.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I can find some time because
Yeah.
time.
Hopefully this leads to, more movies of that caliber, at least of that like
Mhm.
quality. Cuz
Yeah,
there's good stuff there at Nintendo. It's just a matter of, getting it in the right hands without really an agenda in the sense of like trying to sell things. But yeah, but I always loved the original. I loved the Zelda cartoon back in the day that used to come on the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Loved that Zelda cartoon. And it
oh
was
yeah, man.
so
I haven't thought of that in a
strange.
long time.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, and I think it was like it was either Zelda or it was another cartoon that would come on Fridays, and they only showed it like on Friday. You'd get the show during the week, but then on Friday they were like, "All right, which one you gonna get?" And you'd get Zelda or something else. And I used to love seeing those Zelda, and it's like, well, excuse me. It was basically like if Stephanie Tanner was Link, if I remember correctly. Like that was how
Oh my god.
Link was portrayed, and I enjoyed it. I saw a thing where they showed him throwing a bomb, and what you saw it like it's about like because the colors would get like flash more whenever it was about to explode, and he jumped on his shield as the bomb exploded and it launched him up, and I was like, that was in the cartoon back then. That's awesome. And
I
then
don't remember that. That's cool.
you couldn't do that until like I don't know, Breath of the Wild or something. But
Yeah, way later.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that was pretty neat. But
You
yeah,
know the problem with a Zelda movie
what's that?
is that Link literally has no character.
That's true. He's
Like
you. Not
he's
you
you,
personally,
yeah.
but yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Sorry.
I wasn't gonna out it like that, but like the thing is, I'd have my ears docked. And
That's true.
Figure it out, to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's the problem. If you had to ask me, okay, so you're gonna write like a Zelda movie, I'd be like, okay. I'd be like, and they'd be like, yeah, man, make it awesome. We're putting money behind it, bro. It's like, I'm like, yeah, I could tell stories. Like the Zelda like stories are like, and the stories like in the games and stuff are awesome. Like you just pick one. I mean, like
Yeah.
it's all good. No matter which universe you'd want to be in, but that'd have a real hard time doing Link
Yeah.
because like Link's on purpose never had anything developed.
Yeah.
You know what I
he's
mean?
he's
Like,
your
so
silent
it's
protagonist mostly.
difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Think about being in game with him. Like he doesn't talk. Like so you're just like you live in the in Hyrule, and there's this guy running
You're in
around,
Hyrule hanging out.
and he's just like doing all this
Yeah.
cool shit. But like you're living your life normal, just doing everything normal. But you're in Hyrule, obviously, and there's this kid just running around, jumping, trying to like find all these like gaps and like different secrets and trying all these tricks, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, he's got something going on. He's on some drugs or something, and then he just comes up to you, and then somehow you have a conversation.
And like when
nothing.
he I figure like like when he approaches you, you all of a sudden like need something done. Like
Yeah.
even if you didn't,
Yeah,
be very like disheartening.
You're just
like,
compelled
weird, and
to.
very yeah. Like he rolls up and you're like, I guess all my chickens are escaped. I don't
Right.
chickens. Yeah. Anyway, I need help getting them because they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Just don't hit them.
Yeah. Oh no, don't.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
But that'd be wild. But yeah.
Let's see here. Mitch Fletcher is talking about enjoys Alvin Silvestri's compositions for the Mario movie. Like I said, I haven't heard it. John Clemens might be in town. Extended several months or more work trip to Florida.
Ooh.
Sandwich Con every weekend. Yeah, count me in.
Yeah. Might have to make something happen.
We'll have to meet up somewhere initially, like that's pretty isolated because John Clemens and I are gonna fight like to the damn near death probably.
Oh
physically.
Yeah.
And once we kind of like each of us, does our thing and shows that we're able to hang, then we'll like do other stuff.
Oh, okay. Other stuff like other stuff?
No, like go have sandwiches and shit. Come on.
Oh, sorry. I was just looking
The
for
other
some
stuff's
clarity.
before.
My bad. I got it crossed up. That's
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 part of like the Greco-Roman.
Right.
Like,
Right. Yeah.
We're just wearing a jockstrap.
That's right.
Greco-Roman wrestling portion of the program.
That's like
You know what I'm saying?
or Grego Roberts wrestling, if you will. That's what we call it here in Plant City.
No,
The itty bitty. Oh man.
Oh my
But
God, what was the name? What was the name of that?
it was
What was the
naked
name of it?
naked combat, I
Was it
believe.
Naked
Is what it was
Combat,
called.
right?
Yes.
That was
Yeah. That's what I
Naked Combat. Yeah, that'll be a
man.
thing.
That's taking it bike. But
He says Eric's job will be to bring someone in the room who Ryan and I mutually hate more.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. See how it plays out.
We gotta figure that out.
We
John.
do.
Who do we both hate more than the other one? We'll have to figure that out. That's a whole thing.
Man.
And Mitch Fletcher with well, excuse me, princess.
Yeah. Man. I just drank a bunch of coffee and I'm trying to wake up, but like I just got hit.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm like, I feel like there's a switch for me. I'm in the same thing with you, where if I go like full ass wild out, it's gonna be a lot. And I'm kind of like, do I want to?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have anything in the mid range.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's like there's nothing, or I'm gonna flip the switch and it's gonna be like, did y'all see that meme? And it's gonna turn to some really whatever stuff.
Yeah. Well, like, have you ever worked like longer than you were supposed to, like at an actual job, like where you're like, oh, I'm supposed to get off, but it's like, oh, I worked a whole entire other shift. I've never really done that before, like a whole full ass shift, and that's essentially.
I don't know if I've ever worked a whole. I don't think I've ever worked a whole another full shift. I've definitely had like things go way over.
Yeah.
We used to when I worked for my dad, we would get like these like bulk orders for making like slings or tarps, and like you would work like all day and like into the night. So I get, but it wasn't like unexpected. It was like I know today we're going to be working like, 12, 15-hour days for the next like 4 days or however long it takes us to get this job done. And you would come in at like 6 a.m. and you'd leave at like 10 at night, like 11 at night. And it like super sucked. But it was always like, I knew like ahead of time. I've never just been like hanging, like work the extra shift. You're like, excuse me? Like,
yeah. Well, like ours was like, I can't go into too much detail, but essentially it was a jury trial and you don't know like what's going to happen, especially before they deliberate, like, cause there's still stuff going on. And then when they deliberate, you don't know if it's going to be 5 minutes, an hour. But yeah, I didn't get home until 11 last night and I got there at 8 a.m. So that was interesting. There's something fun about it. Like there's something fun about being somewhere that you're allowed to be at and you normally are there, but not at that time, like ever. There's something like very weird about it for me. Like that. I don't know. I just really dig it.
Yeah, it was really weird. The other day we kind of experienced that game that Nick took us to.
Yeah.
Preston was working in office that day. I was working at home that day. So I got out of work at home and I ran up to the office and Nick was going to pick us both up there. Right. And then on the way back, drop us off with our cars there. So, roll into work, like you get there like 5:20 or so, you like picks us up like 5:30.
Yeah.
Go to the park, it's all good. Come back and drops us off and Preston and I are kind of hanging out. So we both wind up going in the building to use the bathroom because we both had to pee. Right.
Yeah.
So we're doing that and that was kind of weird. And then on the way out, there's like a little nook kind of near the stairs where we like near our office where like we'll go down there and smoke and like hang out and stuff like on our breaks. And it was like 10 at night or something like that. And we were both just standing there smoking but it's 10 at night. And like Tampa looks completely different.
It does.
And that was definitely weird.
Yeah.
Like I felt that feeling. I was like, I even said, I'm like, bro, it'd be badass if we worked at night. Cause like, come out here and like have a smoke break and like check this out. Like Stetson is all like lit up, like with all like the spotlights and like the river looks cool. And like, I'm like, this is sick. Yeah. This is way better than the broad ass daylight, like shitty traffic going on. You know what I mean? Like, with no lights.
Well, like we have a statue of Lady Justice that's just in the halls. And but at night the windows, like, you can't really see out that you could see out them, but like they reflect a lot more of what's inside, just the way the lighting is. I was walking home or walking out and I caught the reflection of Lady Justice and she looks like an angel on the opposite side.
Badass.
Scared the shit out of me because I thought I died.
Fucking
like just
be not afraid, bro.
Exactly. exactly. But I was totally afraid, and then I wasn't.
See?
And yeah, just all in a flash. But yeah, so that was
God being like made you flinch, huh?
exactly, and it's so weird because like I mean, I normally go to bed around that time anyway, and it's just, but it just took me out. Like it just threw me off, and I just, yeah. But, what are you gonna do?
So, no, what are you gonna do? No, that's definitely strange.
Yeah. Oh man. So I think our strikes from YouTube are finally gone. I need to double check that real quick. For
you should double check because I'm
So if you're wondering why we haven't really talked much about those movies, is because we didn't like that we got.
Still not gonna.
Yeah, I don't know. We will eventually, but
one day maybe.
But
I tell you what, I'll strike them, and then we'll be even. I'll strike them twice for no reason. That royally pissed me off. That made me so goddamn mad that I actually I was like pot pie mad, bro. Like I swallowed it because I was like, whatever, I can go on my life, and then. The logo came out, right? Like the last thing happened was the logo came out, and then like the little trailer thing or whatever it was, that little thing, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, get this. All right, cool. We can talk about this for a second. Yeah. So how much sense does it make? Okay. To have a movie and you have a podcast that has like a small YouTube channel, right? Like much smaller listenership than its overall podcast, right? So trying to reach people, trying to do stuff, and they're going to talk about your fucking movie for like free.com. And they're like, yeah, no, really excited, like, yeah, let's get it. Like this podcast that has honestly a really good attitude toward pretty much everything. And even stuff that we don't like and that we criticize, like has like CYA, not really CYA, but like us almost like reminding each other and the audience, like, hey, look, like this is someone's work. Like, I mean, the number of times that we've straight, like, I mean, been like, this is a crime. Like, this is a crime to like the franchise and the IP is very, very rare.
Yeah.
We were even forgiving of the Platinum Dunes movies and they don't deserve it, frankly. So you have that. And then you go, it turns out that this thing came out on the internet, like an image that I don't give a shit where it came from. Sorry, language is going to be a little spiky. I don't give a shit where it came from. This image of a turtle on a fucking chip bag, from some goddamn where. But I tell you what, it's on the goddamn internet. So we literally take it from the internet and put it on a YouTube screen and say, yeah, man, like, yeah, how about this turtle? Oh, yeah, I'm really excited for your fucking movie. And you strike us, not just on the podcast video.
Yeah.
But on the news clip of the same fucking video.
Yeah.
You strike us twice. And that's really close to being just not a YouTube channel anymore.
Yeah.
Like, had we diced it one or two more times in other things, we would have straight up shut down.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little unruly.
I believe it's a case. I want to believe it's a case of one hand doesn't know what the other hand's doing situation.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But I'll say this. Viacom, right, itself, like the parent company didn't strike us. Paramount struck us.
Yeah. So we're not subscribing to Paramount Plus.
Yeah. Paramount. Yeah. No, go eat it.
Yeah.
And I'll be 100% honest. Something would really have to change to have me just not talk about your stupid fucking movie ever. Like, not that the movie's stupid or Turtles are stupid, obviously, but yeah. No, that's that. There you go.
Yeah.
That was a dandy 5 minutes.
There you go. Well, they're gone. Well, the strikes are off, so we're out of we're out of danger now, so we can talk at least about some stuff. But it's not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so funny about your IP, right?
Yeah.
Because here's what's funny. We've shared screenshots of all kind of stuff from all kind of other arms of this thing, and only help promote it.
Yeah.
For free.com.
Yeah. The only other time we got struck was, or we got a warning or something. I think it was, Might have been the Usagi Chronicles on Netflix because we showed the trailer. I think that was it. And they just
and the trailer was only out.
I don't even know. I think it was just that
it was only out in it was in another language.
No. This was all no. It was because we played it and it was fine. It's just that I think that they something about. I don't think we talked over it. I think we just played the actual trailer, and that's where it got us. Because normally when you see places this, they're talking over it or they're showing clips.
I mean, whatever. I mean, you've got corrupt cops playing Taylor Swift in the background of arrests so that you can't put the video on YouTube.
It's true.
So
it's true. There you go.
That's the world you live in.
It is.
Anyway, so Paramount. You can go suck a fuck.
Oh my god.
And
Jesus.
Yeah, because here's the deal, and I know John Clemens in the chat says usually bots. Yeah, that's true. Usually bots.
Yeah.
But you are a multi-billion-dollar arm of a multi-billion-dollar machine. Okay, and if you should not have bots. Having a request to be taken down is one thing. You should not have bots just wildly ruining people's YouTube channels.
Yeah,
you have the resources. Like, you shouldn't turn the bot on. That'd be like if I decided for home security, I was gonna get 20 ass pit bulls. Okay. And I was gonna go, I'm gonna cage these pit bulls and make them really angry and treat them like shit. And then, all right, I don't have a fence. Number one.
True.
I'm just gonna let them loose, and if you come anywhere near me, you get fucking rip shredded because. And then someone gets rip shredded, right? And then they're like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Oh, but it was the dogs, it was the dogs." Like, for example, like I shouldn't release those dogs unless I'm prepared to deal with the crap that comes out of it. And as a huge corporation, you should not release bots to strike people down. If you don't have some mechanic for making sure that thing is accurately doing it, right? Because that's on you. End of the day.
Yeah, the strike thing was a little extreme. I feel like if they would have just asked, "Hey, can you take these down?" that would have been a lot better. But no, it's So that I can understand that point. Yeah, that's annoying. But but
no.
So
enjoy. Yep. Enjoy no promotion from us.
Okay. I don't know about no promotion because we gotta talk about something. Got to talk about it sometime.
We might need to have like a behind the curtain meeting about this. But I'll preview my stance.
Yeah,
is I don't want to talk about that movie at all until it comes out, and then I only want to talk about what happens in it. I don't want to show another image from it. I don't want to show the cover of it.
Yeah,
I don't want to show anything because that's Paramount IP, Eric.
But the whole
and that's
thing
what we got struck twice for.
Yeah, but like that's just. I mean, it's not like they're like perpetually mad at us, and it's not like that we're like. I don't know. I just feel like it also kind of puts us in a situation where we're not, like. Taking advantage of a pop cultural thing that's happening involving the thing that we actually cover. And so I feel like that.
Oh, puts you guys get the behind the curtain meeting right now.
That's what it is. Yeah. It kind of puts us on a, it puts us on a like situation where, please don't misunderstand me. I mean, I know you get me, but like, I agree that it was shitty and stuff, it's just like, there's content that's being put out that people are seeking, and if we could put our take on it, then get more people to the channel, that really helps us out. And so that's really the business side of me looking at that situation. And it's stuff that's happening, that's active, and it might get us new fans too that are listening, or new fans of the Turtles, all kinds of stuff. And that's what we're about.
I feel that. So here's the counterpoint. What did we do for the Rise movie?
We talked about every single thing that came out for it.
We talked about the Rise movie?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right. Wait, Rise. You're talking about I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You're talking about
Rise
of the TMNT movie. I was thinking you were talking about Platinum Dunes. I apologize. No,
the film.
No. Yeah, the movie. Oh, yeah, we talked about it when it came out. Yes, but
We said yeah, there's a movie coming out, and then it got dropped. We watched it, and then was showing pretty much zero imagery. We heaped mountains of praise on the film,
mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
And that was us covering it. That was us talking about it with people, and we
mm-hmm.
didn't do a minute by minute review because it's not on the journey. We won't do that with the Seth Rogen movie either.
Yeah, no, not until we get to it.
Because we didn't do it like with any movies that come out. Used to be back when it was just audio. We did the old after the credits situation.
Yeah.
After the end song, you get this, like that you call this family episode, was like had an extra like hour and a half conversation behind the end of the episode, right? Now that we're kind of on the like linear platform with YouTube and stuff, it's like it's kind of harder to do that.
Yeah.
But we talked about Rise, and yeah, to my memory, we heaped praise all over it.
Oh,
we're like, hey, we basically made the end statement like, hey, if you're waiting on the Seth Rogen movie, you should watch this movie because your awesome TMNT movie is here on Netflix. Like they just did it to you,
right?
Without fanfare, without plaudits, without whatever, they did it. So they make a bigger promotional push with this movie, and we get struck for helping promote the film. Not interested, and I'll be 100 because of the dogs thing, right? Like that analogy. Not 100% interested in hearing that your dog attacked me and that happened to me. All I know is that it happened. So I say that why should we give the Seth Rogen movie any more coverage? We were already trying to give it more coverage than Rise. And I'll be 100. It's going to be damn hard for Seth Rogen's film to beat Rise, in my opinion, because I loved it so much, like that much. I love that movie that much. So with Rise, because it was based off a cartoon that really wasn't our scale and not really in our journey, we didn't really talk about it. We just it came out and we were blown the fuck out and we loved it and we talked all about it and we gave it to praise. I don't see why we don't treat this movie the same.
It's two different beasts. It's like one was a part of it was a cartoon that came out that a lot of people didn't care for, and it wasn't a theatrical release. And I mean, but then again, that's also kind of debatable now whether or not that's on the same caliber, but still. And this is going to be theatrically released. Theatrically, I can't say that word today, but and it's got a ton of eyes looking on it. A ton of eyes, people, far less than Rise had on it. And so, from a business perspective, on our end. No,
you said far less eyes.
Sorry. Sorry. Yes, far more. It will and does probably have more eyes on it than at least two.
I agree.
More. Yeah, and so it does behoove us to let's say if the strikes didn't happen, and we would still have given that more attention than we did the Rise movie, because that's just. It's a movie, and we've done it every other movie since. The only I think the only reason we actually did anything serious, I'm looking at it now. I think we did about a real quick 20 minutes on the Rise movie, and we clipped it. If you're interested, it's it's just up there on the channel, but
it's in the episode. I remember we gave ourselves 10 minutes. We're like, look, it's gonna be 10 hard minutes. If you don't want to get spoiled on the Rise movie, mute your YouTube for 10 minutes or, fast forward the podcast. But we went like 20 odd minutes because we had to keep talking.
Yeah. And I think that really just happened because I think you just watched it like just cause. And then I ended up was like, I'm going to watch this, but then I'm going to just, I did something on our Instagram where I did like a scene by like, as I'm watching it, I'm making things about it.
No,
and that was fun.
The same weekend you did it. So you inspired me. Watch it.
Oh, okay.
The same weekend you were like saying, "Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna like kind of live update this movie or whatever, like do the reels." I was like, "Cool, well I'll watch it too, so we can both say we've seen it, right? Like, we can both talk about it." So you inspired me there.
Oh, okay.
Not that I wouldn't have watched it, but my particular timing was like, like by the next podcast, I definitely want us to have both seen it so we can talk about it on the show.
Yeah. And go ahead.
Which I'm cool with. Like, but here's the difference though. Rise, I don't know. We didn't get burnt by it.
Well,
at this point, they're saying that we got struck for using Paramount IP. That was the actual thing, that we used their IP, which, like, you can say was, because you showed the leaked images on the bag. But, like, at the end of the day, what about a trailer still? Is that cool? Because you seem like you afford that to, like, the press. But, like, I'm pretty sure that the people on the internet didn't get, fucking tracked down to their house because they shared the image online.
Yeah.
But we put it in a video and got destroyed.
Yeah.
So my reticence, and I understand your point, and I don't mean to, like, just kind of keep carrying on. I totally understand what you're saying. My main issue is, like, I'm not interested in, honestly, in trying them with it. I'm not. I don't know if I completely see the benefit to us. To what?
Oh,
said,
no.
Like something crazy.
Oh,
yeah. I don't see the benefit to us, or frankly, the listeners. I'll include them in putting images of this movie in our videos, and then also clipping it for news, and maybe doing a second week on it. And then the bot rolls up and sees, oh, there's 2 podcast episodes with it. There's a clipped news from that one. There's a clipped news from that one. 4 strikes, you're out. Like, and then we'll be in deep shit. Our channel will be taken down. Everything we've worked for here will go away. And I look at that and I go, is that worth promoting the film of people that just, whether it's bots or whether they have someone really attentive being a jerk, is it worth that to cover this movie for this company that is already, like, damn near 2/3 of the way just struck our channel down just without anything to say about it?
Well, I see your point, like, and that kind of focused your point a little bit for me. And I get it. That makes a lot of sense. What I've resolved myself to do is just to not put forth anything until I'm positive that it's been given the, like, oh, this is official press stuff. This isn't like, oh, these people found this bag on a grainy image on this website, and there's this thing about Todd McFarlane, possibly, this thing that came out. So with that in mind, I think that by doing it that way, only taking stuff that's been officially released at the proper time, that would insulate us from those things. And then, but then to your point about the fans, I mean, I think that, like, from what I've heard from people emailing us and stuff, they like to hear our thoughts on the Turtles a little bit. And so, I think that it is well, yeah, but, like, as news comes out and as the toys come out, which the toys have been released, or at least,
we've shown images of, we've shown images of toys, and we have not gotten stricken. So I guess if toys were to come out, we could share those images and hope. I guess my main thing is, like, this is, like, the strike thing, and we didn't really talk a lot about it on the Prime because, whatever, you don't cry in public, but, like, here, like, we'll dig it out
here.
I mean, like, my thing is, like, that actually, like, shook me to the core because like, we've never been stricken like that.
Yeah.
Like, we've never, especially having, like, 2 right off the bat. We have always done our best to, like, cite our sources. Hey, this is where we found this. We've always done things right. We've never stolen people's art and music without crediting them or making it where it was so freely open, right?
Yeah.
We've always tried to do things the right way. And in general, that's just how, like, we are as people. Like, you and I have a lot of differences, but one of our big kind of similarities is we want to do things the right way.
Yeah.
And act the right way honorably, and try not to give disinformation and different stuff like that. And even in recent years, hell, when we started the podcast, our whole thing, like, when we talked about, was like, we don't like people with shitty takes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can go back to the early stuff, and we'll make fun of stuff and we'll do whatever, but, like, at the end of the day, it's all kind of with love behind it. And we've always been like that. I'm not just going to come on and rant. I'm angry nerd guy. Her. Look at my anime profile picture. Like, we're not going to be that guy.
Yeah.
Like, we straight up said that. So all these years acting accordingly, we get on YouTube and then literally just take an image from the internet that's just freely available on the internet. It's not like they struck us for using music or something else. Right. I don't know, and that's what makes me wonder about the bot thing, because like I don't know how they knew. Like
I think YouTube has
just like we're like
their algorithm that's to the point where it can like
just like search it visually.
Well, it can search it visually, but also they probably have
reverse image search or something.
So you also, I don't know how familiar you are with making stories and having the closed caption, like the text, like it automatically does it for you, and it's pretty accurate for the most part. I'm not sure that YouTube doesn't have some far advanced version of that goes through and scrubs these videos and finds.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
I have no doubt
it could do that too if we just talked about it. But the image thing too helped that they probably found a way to do that.
Well, I mean, it had to be some kind of reverse image search thing where like they had the images that were being leaked.
Yeah.
And they were able to scan videos for it or whatever.
Right.
I know, because like guys I watch on YouTube will like superimpose stuff over stuff to get away with showing things like
a watermark or something.
Kind of like, oh God, who is it? One of the space agencies. I think like the Indian Space Agency or something.
Yeah.
Like if you like show footage of like, even if it's like just widely released, like of like one of their rocket launches, they'll like strike you.
Oh, dang.
Like just like whatever.
Just it.
So this guy Matt Lown I watch, he does like space news. He always like puts like an image of like a panda or some other animal like half imposed over the rocket launch, and it doesn't get caught right by the scrubbers. So like it's actually really cute. The other thing he does is whenever he shows a Russian rocket launch, he alters the colors to just be yellow and blue for the Ukraine.
Oh.
And every single time, and he's like this very quaint English kid, so he's very like, oh, sorry about that, don't know what happened to the color here. And it's like always yellow and blue. It's like hilarious. So good. It's so awkward talking about Russian launches with the whole war in Ukraine, because you're like, I mean, it's his thing, it's his whole thing. He's like, no, this Russian launch happens, really cool.
Yeah
Anyways, supposed to keep celebrating those people, but anyway, but I whatever. We'll draw it down. I guess my main thing is like
I get your point.
It had to be pretty sophisticated to find it, right? To get it. I don't believe there was any kind of actual human involved. If there was, that's kind of my secret fear, is that they literally saw the video and they were like, oh, Rise, oh, they're using our shit. Boop. Strike.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, long story short, I guess like, and we'll see, if we get something really juicy and crazy, I guess you and I will, argue it out then as well.
Yeah.
But
yeah, of course.
I kind of feel like it's not like I'm never going to talk about Paramount thing ever again. And I obviously understand that, like, for the interest of the channel and the listeners and everything like that, it would be great if we could talk about everything and preview everything and show everything. But like, if it has to do with an image from that actual film, any sketch of a character, anything like that from that movie, I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it all day. I'll watch a trailer and I'll talk about it for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But I don't want to give them any ammo. And
I see what you're saying.
It's not worth the channel, like, to me.
Yeah.
And then of course you just mix up all the other crap I have against, corporate bullshit anyway. It just kind of makes it worse.
And then one way we can get rid of it or avoid it is if we just did it all in one thing and then in one video and we don't clip it. And then that way, if it's a problem, we get a strike. But the way I'm operating on it though now is that, like, I would make sure that it's like official channels only. Like, it's, oh, did Playmates.com put this picture up? Okay, cool. Then we can use it. Did Paramount put this out? Okay, then we'll talk about it. But if it's on any other news website that I get stuff off of usually, then yeah, we'll probably just wait until then, so we don't risk it. But apparently they're
we should heavily alter it.
Yeah,
we should like literally like
make it black and well, I don't know if that would do it.
Make it stupid.
Yeah,
it should literally have like a checker pattern superimposed over it, and like have like a video of like a dog falling down some stairs or something just looped behind it, or like something crazy.
We could do it like the how I remember hearing that. Oh, was it Mormons? Was it Mormons that forgive me?
Oh, the Swiss cheese photos,
but the bubbling where
the
like
bubbling, the bubbling,
that we could try to do it like that.
Dude, damn it! If this was an episode of the podcast, it would be called the bubbling.
The bubbling, of course.
See, we would have. That's episode title, right?
Has to be.
Yeah, no, we could bubble it and show basically nothing. That'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah.
And then the first video we do is called, like, in all caps, Playmate, Paramount. It would include every fucking tag word they would ever need to find the video. It'd be like Paramount, Mutant Mayhem, big reveals, click here,
leaks, OnlyFans.
Oh, leaks. Yeah, leaks, like, 666.com and all this shit. Like, we basically just like cover it in like all caps, and like the thumbnail is one of us with like glowing eyes and like a jar that says like secret Paramount leaks or something like that, some dumb shit, and just like make it the most clickbait bullshit video ever, and then like absolutely alter all the footage and just see if they do it. But like, I'm not interested in it. Here's my issue, because I feel like we're playing with fire, though. I'm making jokes, but I'm not interested in like, oh, the strikes fell off. Mm-hmm. Oh, but secret rule you didn't know in page 27 of the thing you clicked I agree on. If you get 3 strikes ever from the same content creator over the course of a year, you're fucking canceled.
Yeah.
Like that's why I don't even want to play the game with this movie. For whatever reason, they're on it with this movie.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me freaked out. Is like, then you sit back and my risk assessment is weird, because I always think of like, okay, what's the worst case scenario? Mm-hmm. Is that we lose the channel, right?
Or they kill us.
And then I what?
Or they kill us. They come after us.
Or they kill us.
Like we're dead.
Either one.
So, but second one is probably we lose the channel.
The second one, you don't care because you're dead.
Yeah.
But so we lose the channel, and then I think, oh yeah, we lose it, and then you sit back and you think, you tell yourself, oh yeah, no, it was just from talking about a movie. Technically twice, because one time we just cut it into 2 times and we got stricken twice. Yeah, we lost the channel. Oh, how'd you lose your YouTube channel? Oh, because we talked about a movie twice.
Yeah.
I take that risk.
I get it.
And I say, is what we want to do ever worth that? As remote as that is, and I go, no. Like, talking about, we got new stills from the movie, baby. Like that is worth losing the channel.
Yeah.
And no, right? Like, and that's even besides the fact that I'm pissed about it. Like, but so we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I it's not that I wouldn't be down with talking. Mm-hmm. If there's a trailer or some leak, then we put up an image of the Paramount logo with a dead turtle on top of the mountain, and then we talk about the thing.
Yeah.
We say like we like literally it's like a mountain with a dead turtle on it, and we go, yep, no, short form trailer came out for Mutant Mayhem, looks pretty neat. And then we talk about it, and then we go on to the next thing. Because I'm not going to show any of their IP for Mutant Mayhem again, frankly. And fuck them.
Oh, my goodness.
Sorry.
You all right there? You're a little hot?
No, it's funny. So we'll get off of this one. I'll just say, I can get as mad about this. It's really weird. Mm-hmm. Like, I was on the back porch with Alicia, and we're just talking, and she said something about something that was somewhat related.
Yeah.
And I got on it. And I hadn't really told her about it yet. Mm-hmm. And I got on it, and I was furious at the end of it. I was on the back porch, and I was cursing, and Alicia's like, dude, it's Sunday morning. Yeah. Like, there are people trying to have like a good Sunday morning, and you are outside shouting about Paramount. And I was like, yeah, I feel that, right? I feel that. But we'll see. We'll see what we do.
Well,
we
we got
2 in the chat. Yo, good to catch up with you guys live. Well,
yeah,
that's funny you said that.
yeah. Oh
Because
man.
the minute I was about to read that, Eric goes, "Yeah, well, guys."
I'm like, let's get out. It's like, oh no, someone's here.
I love that. That's so good. Yeah, good to man. Been so long since I caught a live stream. Yeah, well, like that's yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, no, yeah. This is always going to be kind of a short one. Eric and I got a lot of stuff going on. Definitely a plan to return to regularly scheduled program next week. Paramount willing, about this next mutation business.
Yeah,
And
I'm still loving
these
it. I'm
episodes we've been
excited about it.
watching. I mean, like,
I saw a clip.
I saw a clip
from the when they team up with the Power Rangers, and yeah, I'm real excited about that. Search for Easy's Toy Review channel. Should be EAZY. Easy Opens. I'll see if I can put it in.
Let's see what it's called here.
I'll just say hi in the chat, and that's if you can. I'm not sure. You should be able to click on it on my name.
Yeah. EAZY Opens.
Yeah, sorry. There's a Z. Yeah. I
hold on. I got it.
Can't spell
I not
things.
Subscribe to you.
Oh dang.
How is that?
I don't know.
How is that? No, that's bullshit. How's that possible? Here's what's funny. I see your videos.
Oh, they show up.
They might come up in, I guess, in my home.
Oh, interesting.
Because I watch every one of your videos.
Oh,
I've only missed one so far.
Did you see the Rex one?
And I think it was the most recent one you did. No, that's the one I haven't seen.
Dude, you got to watch the Rex one. That's what I started. So I finally got my. Yeah, I finally got my rhythm, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start throwing some comedy stuff in here, and there's some funny stuff in there that I kind of I want to get your take on, because it's a mixture of like my comedy.
I see him holding Irma, so already the thumbnails got me.
But like it's me.
Yeah, there's a Z.
Yeah, and but like it's my humor, but like also me wanting to. It's both sides of me. That's because you know both sides. You know every side of me, in and out. But
I know every single side of you.
You know all my Paramounts and my pluses.
Every one of your Paramounts.
And so I have two sides mostly to me. That it's like I have a lot of ambition and drive, and I'll do all this stuff, and I'll do it. Then there's the other side of me that's like, let's just like half-ass it and see what happens. And these videos are kind of where those are colliding and like forming a thing. And so yeah, I'm trying to use my rudimentary knowledge of these Adobe suites and making stuff. So it's, I don't know, I they're at least entertaining, to say that. But thank you, Banter 2, for checking it out, and I hope you enjoy it. And I appreciate all the likes and subscribes that y'all could give me. That means a lot. So what I'm going to try to do before we get going here, so I haven't posted anything in a minute because I'm trying. Apparently, like if you post, I think it's like every day for a week, like just steady stuff, then like it's supposed to boost your the algorithm, like where they start pushing you a little bit more. And
like stories or whatever.
Well, that's the other thing. They're definitely pushing stories, but did I tell you that the first one I did for Turtle Soup was for I think it's 301, and I was like, oh, we're gonna check out this, and why is this lady calling your home a toilet and stuff like that? Just 30 seconds. So I upload it. Not even like an hour later, first comment, who cares? Just who cares? And I'm like,
that's so damn good.
Really? Like I spent all afternoon on this thing, and like I put people, extra stuff. Like, who cares? I loved it.
So like I'm the kind of person like I truly believe, and the problem is sometimes things like this like actually like, kind of like get me like kind of like off this plan, which is weird, right?
Yeah.
But my default is I just kind of believe that like everyone's like kind of almost the same. Like that, like, yes, we're all individual little snowflake people and we all have our little stories in our lives. But at the end of the day, like that, like most of us, like 99.9% of us, like I kind of feel like a lot of people are like me, right? Um, and I think that's a common human thought. I
Yeah.
think that, it can
Definitely.
lead to misapprehensions, right? And stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I think it's also kind of how I keep having like faith in humanity a little bit, because I'm kind of like, yeah, like
Oh, that's an interesting
whatever. People
point.
have different stuff going on, like, and obviously everyone has a different life story. But at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean? Like me and somebody else, we can't be actually that far apart as people. Like
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe like that, whatever. But one place I know, right, that I'm very different from like a lot of people on the internet
Yeah.
is, why would you just say something like that?
Why?
Like there's
Yeah.
no, like there's no,
It's a free
I don't
service.
understand the mechanic of it. Yes.
Yeah. It means
You just
not. You
see
don't
it
get
come up.
anything.
It's something someone made,
Yeah.
and you just, so it's not like some kind of weird like Black Mirror future where like just by like looking at the screen when the video comes up, like your phone can like read your like biometrics and like sees that you don't like it, so it gives it like a big dislike that's shaped
Right.
like a dick or something, and then
Yeah.
like that's how like it applies your dislike of that video, like, to the video.
Mm-hmm.
You have to actually stop. Like, you have your hands on your phone and you have to stop and you have to press comment, and
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
literally like go in the comment box, and then you have to literally use your two little thumbs, and you have to type out "who cares" and
Yes.
press send while you're signed into your YouTube account.
Yeah.
And that's what you'll do instead of like put your phone down and look at who you're eating dinner with. Like,
Right.
that stuff, I don't understand it. I
Yeah.
know that it sounds like old man yells at cloud, but it's not because it's like, oh, boo-hoo, how could you be so mean? It's
Right.
more like, I don't know about y'all, and this starts to wear away a little bit, I guess, at like the whole, like, I think I know a lot of people are kind of the same. I'm like, how do you have like, how's doing that not annoy you? Like,
Yeah.
is it annoying to be how you are?
Yeah.
Because it would annoy me so bad if I was like, had like a compulsion to be like, yep, go to type "who cares" on this video I don't know anything about, right?
Yeah.
You could do so much more
Yeah.
with that effort. You could like drip those little shitty comment efforts into a little bottle, and then you have something.
I
You
gotta
do something for like of your own. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I stand corrected. The comment was no one asked.
Excellent.
It's like, really?
And I guess
Like,
this is where I guess it's
yeah, it's obnoxious, but I love it because YouTube is trying to be like, yo, guys, like, if you're on here, do it, because they're trying to compete with everything else. And it's like, well,
sure.
As soon as I do it, I'm like, all right, YouTube, I'm gonna do it.
I'll do it.
Here we go.
No, it won't suck.
Yeah,
It'll be fine.
Oh, like
no one asked.
30 minutes later, no one asked. Oh, thanks. And
I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have a thing that makes it to where like all negative comments don't come until way later. Like at least like a week after the video's out.
Yeah. It's like they hold the ballots.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? Until the video like is able to do it at once. Yeah. You'll be really cool.
What?
If like, what if you found out that like karma was like a real thing, right?
Ooh.
And like somehow like some scientist like is running all this analysis and goes, fuck, I found it. I found karma, right? Like, because they can track like people's actions to like what happens to them, and somehow like got them, boys, right? They find the ratio. Wouldn't it be awesome if you knew that for every like shitty comment someone posted like that, like no one asked, they tripped once?
Oh, that'd be just trip.
That'd be so good.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Because yeah, if some scientist revealed this shit and was like, Nobel Prize bitches, I figured it out.
Yeah.
So karma exists. We don't exactly know how, but I've drawn a direct correlation to how many shitty comments you've left. And for every one of those, that person has literally tripped and fell one time.
Yeah.
That would make me feel so much better about the internet.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh man, imagine how many times these people have fallen down. That's amazing.
And then
right? Like,
cool
that'd be so good.
Is if you could like, you knew that would be the risk that you're running. They're like, should I leave this shitty comment? Because, well,
absolutely.
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah,
absolutely do it.
Yeah, it's just you might trip and
You
fall.
can type. Who cares? No one asked. You're just gonna trip.
Yeah,
and fall.
And you got to keep track of. Oh, that'd be nuts.
Oh, imagine, because like I imagine with karma, it would be like really random. Like it would hit randomly.
Oh, yeah.
Like it'd just not be like, oh, and the next day you tripped. It's like it could be. Wouldn't it blow if this article came out and you're like, oh fuck, that's true.
Yeah.
And you've just been an edgelord on the internet for like the last like 10 ass years, like anime profile pic, bottle of piss on the ground, whole 9 yards, like skid mark in the chair.
Yeah.
Like you're that dude, right? And you've just been literally typing, who cares, for like fucking ever, and you've never tripped.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like
so you got it all
fallen
coming
over. Like you read this article on the internet and you get up from your shit stain chair and you stand up and you think and you go, I can't remember the last time I fell to the ground.
Yeah.
Because I'm mainly sitting in this chair.
Oh, of course.
I'm mainly pissing in a bottle.
Yeah.
So I like, and that'd be terrifying. Imagine
it would be.
Imagine you did this from the age of like 16 to the age of 32 every day. And you sit there as a 32-year-old man and you go, the last time I can remember falling was like falling off my bike when I was like 15.
Yeah. And then so
you realize you've got how many falls, dude?
You got like a whole hose kinked, like backed up of
karma
coming at you.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. It's a kinked hose of karma.
Yeah.
That'd be another episode title.
That would.
It's a kinked hose of karma. And you just know.
Yeah.
You are going to like fall down like the pyramid or something.
Yeah.
Like in Egypt.
Yeah.
Like literally that many steps. Like you're literally going to like plummet to your death or something. Because like, right? Because that's how it'd have to add up.
It would.
Like, right? Because maybe
it
it wouldn't all be a bunch of little times.
Yeah.
That's like when Joe Biden like fell going up the stairs the 3 times, going up the elevator or going up the ladder into the stairs.
The stairs
to Air Force One. Imagine if he was on the tarmac just before that and was like on the internet and was like, who cares, Jack? And like all this other shit. And then like he did, and it was like bup, 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 bup.
Yeah.
That's it.
There you go.
That'd be awesome.
That
made me feel so good.
It would.
Because like I've probably said like shitty things on the internet.
Oh, sure.
To people in response to things. Like things that weren't like intellectually honest or just like mean spirited because I was mad at them or something.
Yeah.
But I've never been an edgelord though.
Yeah.
Like I've never been like, who asked her? Like I've never been that guy.
Yeah.
So that'd be amazing. But I'd be terrified.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be terrified
if I was coming back to get you. Yeah, it would be.
Well, that's a bit follows shit.
That is some It Follows. Goodness, I hadn't thought about that movie in a minute.
It Follows is so good. If you guys haven't seen the movie It Follows, and you're like not like a little baby, like a little kid listening to this or something, like definitely baby. if you're in like high school and over, go check out It Follows. It is actually really cool, cerebral. Would you call it a horror film?
Yes.
It's more like a suspense film.
It's
got horror elements. That's right. It does.
I feel like if something's trying to kill you, presumably.
Facts.
Then it's probably horror. It's probably horror.
No, because there's like, oh, I have an assassin after me. And they're trying to kill you.
Oh, that's a good counterpoint. You're right. I wonder if it's blood ratio.
No.
Or I wonder if it's
true. Well, scary visuals, like it's a big one, right? It's like if the thing trying to kill you is the Blob, it's a horror film. If the thing trying to kill you is like Unknown Assassin #4, then that's just an action movie.
Movie, right? Which is weird. It's a weird. That's a weird delineation.
It is weird.
Whatever that word is.
Delineation, but
It
Follows.
Throwing eyes everywhere. Before we go, did you ever see Pontypool? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, good. Okay, because I'm going back through the old episodes, and I remember asking you, and back then you hadn't seen it, and so I could now.
No. I actually saw it much later than you brought it up to me.
Yeah, I was thinking that
you brought it up, and then I think it was Father Preston like worked on me after that.
Oh, okay,
like he heard you bring it up to me.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, did you Eric talk to you about like Pontypool? I'm like, yeah, I need to see it. And he like wouldn't stop until I saw it. But it was like years later.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched it on my own randomly, and just like a week later, just told Preston when I was like, I saw Pontypool, and he's like, what? Oh my god.
Well,
yeah.
Oh, all right, everybody.
Yeah, watch that movie.
Oh yeah, it was fun. So yeah, thanks for joining us for the chef special, and we'll be back next week with some Prime, hopefully, and more a continuation of our coverage of the next mutation. Let us know what you think about anything Turtles related and what we talked about tonight, or what you want to see us talk about. What are your thoughts on next mutation? And just whatever you're feeling. If you want to just send us a nice, just non-turtle related email, we'll read those too. So. Yeah, thank you for that. And if you happen to be listening and you are inclined to send in emails, if you send the longer ones, we're trying to make it to where we can balance them and stuff. So if they're very long, we usually are going to save them for a separate YouTube video to try to like balance it out. But yeah, we'll get them out there. So everybody, thanks for joining the chat. Banter, John Clemens, Mitch Fletcher. I think that was everybody that was in there. Everybody else, thank you so much, and we'll catch you on the
on the flip side. And
there we go. That works.
And go Rays 14-0 tomorrow. Boom. Blue Jays beat them. History.
Beat them. There you go. Else time.
Beat Toronto. Else time.